Get a free CGB Shark token when you use the promo code CGB5 at checkout on any order at CoolStuffInc.com. That's promo code CGB5 at CoolStuffInc.com. And a big thank you to them for sponsoring my channel. You're cool. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and with a flash I'm about to unveil to you my list of Rakdos midrange for my 894th day in a row of making an MTG arena video, aka the streak. So, Rakdos midrange, the build around that I have here is I'm not trying to be particularly an amazing treasure deck. I only have a few treasure payoffs. I'm mostly using the treasure to accelerate into bigger, badder, and awesome things. And the main purpose of the deck, quite honestly, is to try to build a deck that takes really good advantage of Orcus, the Prince of Undeath. This card, to me, is an absolute rockstar demon. It's 2 black, red, X, legendary creature demon, and it's a 5/3 flying trample. When it enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -X and you lose X life, or return up to X target cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until end of turn. Creature cards. So it's got this X ability that's good against creature decks, kind of a way to sneak a board wipe into your deck while also being on a body to punish people for wide battlefields. But it also has this explosive power to return multiple dead things to the battlefield and hit your opponent with them right away. Very good against control in long games, if you can get Orcus to resolve. So what I found I wanted most with the deck was enough mana to make Orcus really good, and therefore we wanted to generate treasure. Because of that, I don't have a lot of ways that are specifically designed to destroy the treasure. So in making treasure, we have 4 copies of Shambling Ghast, which when it dies, search the body, create a treasure, but also target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 till end of turn. If you want to do that instead of a treasure, 99.9% of the time you get a treasure. But sometimes you get to kill something or 2 for 1 with this, and it's worth it. Then we have 4 copies of Reclusive Painter, Kalain, black and a red, 1/2, human elf bard. When it comes into the battlefield, make a treasure. Creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter for each mana from a treasure that you spent to cast them. Really cool because it makes our creature cards, which we're playing a good amount of anyway, and all of our kind of mid to top end threats are creatures. Giving them an extra stat bonus can go a long way. So this card has really paid off for me. Then there's a card that I was really skeptical of. I was cautious about this card when it was unveiled. I cut it from a lot of my decks very quickly. Kind of the traditional like low curve decks, I found it to be too much to pay 2 mana for. And then in this mid-range deck where you basically chop out the 3 drops and run very few 2 drops other than like rampy cards, Deadly Dispute, being able to turn your Painter, your Shambling Ghast, or your Eye Twitch into a treasure and 2 cards is freaking sweet. Not only that, if you want to talk about a curve, how about Shambling Ghast turn 1? Deadly Dispute turn 2, turn 3, Goldspan Dragon. Yes, you get a treasure from this. Yes, you get a treasure from this. You even draw 2 cards to get deeper in the deck. You can just play your Goldspan on turn 3. And that just sounds like an absolutely devastating way to play the game. Freaking sweet, man. So I'm excited to play that. The other mid-range threats I wanted to try, I wanted to play Gelatinous Cube. I still think this card is good in this deck, and I think this is a very good card that needs to be seen in more homes. I've had a lot of success with the cube, and I don't see anybody else running it most of the time, so I'm excited to play this one. Just getting to exile the opponent's creature, have like that Necrotal for you boomers, Ravenous Chupacabra for your arena boomers, or in this case, like a 4/3 for that 4 cost. It's so strong. And the dissolve isn't trivial. When you have a lot of mana, being able to dissolve your card is important. It can also hit tokens, which Skyclave Apparition can't, so might be out of practice with these type of cards hitting tokens, but it works. And then, of course, having the mana for Orcus is the other big thing. Valki, God of Lies, is a good one for this deck because it can be a 2-drop that you can sack to your Deadly Dispute. It can fill that early part of your curve, but it can also be cast for 7 as Tybalt Cosmic Imposter, giving us a giant, powerful Planeswalker threat for the late game if the opponent survives our aggressive leanings. I've got 4 copies of Frostbite to kill small creatures and help us span the gap, basically, until we can do more powerful things. I'm not sure if this is the right play. You guys are probably noticing a lack of Devour Intellect. Devour Intellect is sacrifice a treasure, and then you can look at the opponent's hand and pick up any card from in it and have them discard it. I found I didn't want to spend my treasures on it. Every time I spent a treasure on Devour Intellect, it meant I had to wait like another turn or sometimes multiple turns to play the gold span I wanted or the Orcus I needed. I wanted to be able to cast my creatures with the treasure. I wanted the battlefield presence. So I'm not sure if that's right, but for now, I've cut Devour Intellect from the list to focus more on getting onto the battlefield. The eye twitches give us access to the learn board, which is pretty important in Best of One, especially any deck that has the potential to run out of gas, and Deadly Dispute needs more things to sacrifice, so eye twitch got the nod. I've got 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant and 2 Den of the Bugbear in the mana base. I think Den, after playing with it, is much better. I also think that Faceless Haven might make the cut, but it is complicated. You want double red and you want double black often, but we're also a treasure deck, so it can help with that. You make the call. I'll leave that one to the fans at home. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to tell me what you would play. So, this is the deck: Rakdos Midrange, Goldspan Dragon, Gelatinous Cube, and especially my favorite part of it, Orcus, Prince of Undeath, trying to abuse those and see if we can flex some power with a mid-range pile in Standard 2022. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Number 99. Your top 100 placement is on the line in this battle. You better play like your heart's on fire. Eye twitch, let's go. Sweet little curve, as long as we draw land. Okay. Another cube is a bit awkward, but could be good. Let's see what our opponent's up to with a little God of Lies. Oh my gosh. So, the Warhound helps them hit their land. They have 2 Aspirants. All of this is going to be rough. If they just draw land anyway, their Warhound is awkward, though. Turning my creature into an Aspirant, though, might be very good. They have a Skyclave Apparition that can get rid of the Valky. But yeah, we need something to do next turn. So turning it into a Spellbinder hits them for 3. That's not bad, but turning it into an Aspirant, I think, has the most cascading consequences if they don't deal with it right away. And we can put the counter on the eye twitch. That's kind of good too, because then if they remove the Valky, they still have to deal with the eye twitch. Kaka! Maybe I should have tried to block with it, but now that it has a counter, I don't really want to. All right, they drew the land, no problemo. How about us? Do we draw the land, no problemo? We do. So they don't have a good way to deal with the cube. They can play an elite Spellbinder, but I kind of want them to play their Warhound, and they might feel pressured to do so. 4-3 big. We don't want them getting this back either because of the ETB. Let's just take out the Aspirant. Clarion Spirit, land? Nope. Code Spell Cleric. Alright. They're holding off on that Warhound. They're not prioritizing getting their mana. It's interesting. Say hello to my little friend. If I trade the eye twitch here, I can go get a Mascot Exhibition. That's strong. Ooh, maybe, yes, no, maybe. All right. So, Paulo Vitor Damadorosa comes down. I mean, we don't really care. They don't really have time for that. This gets us another treasure. But man, Mascot Exhibition is... Can't really turn it down when you've got the mana. It's just the highest impact of the cards unless you're gonna hit lethal somehow. Battlefield Raptor and make a 1/1, okay. Guys, this might get ugly. You should look away. You should look away if you have a weak stomach. That was delightful. Oh, it's grossly delightful. We're fighting Dirt Boy, a 90% gamer, with Denza the Bugbear. Are we gonna draw black? Can't risk it. Can't risk it. What are we going to do with this hand? This is not ideal. We're probably playing Valky and playing Deadly Dispute to get rid of it. I don't know if the Frostbite's any good. Hopefully we get to play Cube after the Valky play. But then when do we play the Dragon? At the same time, can we really put away a Dragon? I don't know. We have a really dirtily hand, so the Frostbite might be important. But the Frostbite's also the most likely to be a dead card if we're in a certain kind of matchup. It's rough, man. Not good. I don't like this hand. But you can't be too picky on a 6. Snarl. Cleric class. We fighting clerics here? Let's find out. I will Hazimpo. Hoi! Tabarax Drana Valkyrie. What do we most want to turn into if we, you know, don't have to sacrifice our Valky? Their hand is pretty slow. Let's grab this. Like, if we just draw 3 lands in a row, we probably win. But that's not the most likely thing to happen. Rip. At least we hit the land so we don't have to Deadly Dispute on our turn. Our opponent might draw like a Vanishing Verse, fire this off, and then we can do it in response. Would be nice. Nope. Another land for them. And they go with the Hope's Demise. Let's give them back their Valkyrie. Feels bad, but I think we should. And just being polite, you know? They do not have a gold span answer, so let's do this. All right. We hold up the Deadly Dispute. We're probably cubing next turn. We might even cube twice. Ooh, we can cube twice. That's exciting. The Righteous Valkyrie takes to the battlefield. Angels versus dragons and demons. Angels and demons working together. Because they're both big fans of clerical work. I don't know. I don't know how it all fits together, man. It's weird. Cube. So Drana can actually block us. So let's save second cube for Drana. So what? You drew a Vanishing Verse? Weird. Oh, okay. Wombo combo. Cleric into more cleric. Gotta go get up to that 11 life. Okay. So aggro. Let's send out the cube. Let's take the Valkyrie. Opponent can block here. We can not quite activate the Hive Tyrant to get in. I guess if they block here, we can put the Valkyrie in their graveyard. They still take 5. We're no longer covered against Drana, but I think we can, even with the trade, we can beat Adrana. So now it's a trade and they don't get their creature back, which is a really cool, I mean, it's just a really cool feature of the cube that we don't have to give them back their card. Engulf, dissolve. I feel like they keep reading their cleric class looking for a relevant ability. Yeah, cleric class requires you to be ahead to be good. It is not very good when you're behind. I mean, the extra life is, but I mean the other abilities. They're mainly irrelevant. That's just lethal, right? Never didn't have it. Goldspan frickin' dragon. Just every deck, every game, this card is what's bringing it home. If you play red and you don't play the dragon, your deck is probably pretty weird. Like goblin themed or something. On the play. Ghast Dispute Dragon. We did it. We frickin' did it. We are the champions, my friend. Our hand does nothing else, doesn't matter. Nothing, huh? I'm nervous. I'm nervous they're just gonna Vanishing Verse me. Nothing. Well, we didn't come this far to wimp out, okay? Let's go! Yeah! That's how you do it, baby. That's how you get wrecked. What do you think? Do they have a Soul Shatter as well? Ooh-yah, dragon! It's not a Soul Shatter. It's another Vanishing Verse. Wow. They came prepared for our strategy. My heart is broken. Broken, I say. Alright, let's serve him up some Den of the Bugbear. Nice. Something that dies to a frostbite. But let's hold that frostbite. I will take 5 if they want to attack here. I don't want to give up the treasure. Kaya. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. It's my turn to play removal spells and dash your hopes and dreams. Alright, what's the play? Power up the Bugbear. Tack down the Kaya? I guess so.
You won't get away so easily.
Orzhov Midrange. Really good when it draws double Vanishing Verse against your accelerated dragon hand. Really, really good. Wow. What a gamer.
Ghosting feels weird, I know.
We're getting ready for some Orca nonsense, but we don't have much in the graveyard, unfortunately. And this Kaya's gotta go. We have to keep pace with this Ebon Lich. Sorry, Draco Lich. Ebon Death. Gotta get it right. Do you think they have another Blood in the Snow based on the way they played the last one? One way to find out. Their hand has been, like, wow. Oh, okay, no attacks. No attacks, you say? 3 cards to go. How do we get them? Remember, they've got the counter, which when it dies or is put into exile, return it to hand, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. They probably have a removal spell. They would blow up an attack pretty badly. But if they just trade, That's okay too. We've drawn a lot of land, unfortunately. We did our best on the start, and maybe I could have played more cautiously. I just didn't want to be a wimp in front of my friends. I'm going to try to keep the painter around for a minute, because I think the Ebon deck would block here. And maybe I'm supposed to trade it for damage. Maybe not. I don't know. Nice. Nice way to get something out of that card. Okay, so they're secretly a treasure deck. We just haven't seen anything to do with the treasures till now, but now they're playing out their toys, and that's good. Because I plan to give them the Orcus treatment. If they double block the painter, then our Orcus is a little bit smaller, and that's not great, but they can also sack their treasures to get this back right away. We're still going to attack first, because we need a pretty big Orcus here. Oh, why did I do 4? I could have done 3. Oh, wow. Just a little oopsie. Just an oopsie. What's sad is this is still going to spar with this. Opponent's deck is not what we built our deck for. And it, I don't know, a bit of treasures and then what do you call this? Just good mid-range stuff. It's not what we came to beat. Let's brave the stench. Opponent does not replay the dragon. Probably has a removal spell. Ooh, yuck.
That's Professor Onyx to you.
Plus, holy crap. You have plenty of removal. You're not worried at all. That is a carefree opponent. Oh my god. We can concede now, I think. But we'll just enjoy the experience of getting clowned. Okay. It's something.
You've got to learn some manners.
Doesn't hit planeswalkers though, does it? Sag. Yeah, opponent's draw has been insane. Having those, I mean, they also have Soul Shatter they could have had, but having 2 Vanishing Verses for our turn 3 and turn 4 dragon was just nonsense. All right, we give it to him. We give it to him. Oh, yuck. Yuck. I hate it. All right, looks like a good hand. Looks like what we need. Ooh, we get mono green? Well, don't forget this has reach. Let's try to set up for a big cube. Yeah. Hack leader. I love when this thing gets a +1/+1 counter off Kalane. However, the opponent does have... Oh man, they do have a Snakeskin Veil available. Like, that play is on the table. I still think we go for this, because we make a big body that can trade anyway. No veil? No veil. Nice. Good game. That's all you got? You fold to that ooze? You scoop them up to that ooze? You're no student of mine. Yay. Every time I see Deadly Dispute and Eye Twitch or Shambling Ghast, my eyes just kind of light up. Also, Painter into Cube is sweet if they're aggressive. Might be green. Alright, if it's gonna be green, let's get the Painter down. Knoll Hunter. Whenever it attacks, if you attacked with 6 or more, put a counter on it. Okay. Cool. Do we cube that? It's probably something bigger that needs to be cubed, right? Right. So this is Deadly Dispute, the Eye Twitch, get something cool, Frostbite this thing. Oh man, we can have a very large cube next turn, potentially. Depends what we draw. Ooze? Okay. You go. We're gonna have 2 treasures. I think we just get the exhibition. Just go big. We could also just make a huge monster with expanded anatomy. That's not the worst, because green needs to Blizzard Brawl things to kill them. Let's just go big. Let's go very big. Oh, we drew the dragon. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we drew the dragon. What do we do this turn? We can make the biggest freaking cube. Oh my gosh. How do we do this? No, all right, gotta get used to this interface. This is fresh stuff, fresh content. Now behold, the largest cube you've ever seen in your life. Non-ooze creature. It's an ooze. Who would have thought this would have come up? Never has a misplay been more glorious. That's a beautiful mistake right there. Non-ooze creature. I just pretended that text never existed on the card, not gonna lie. There, it's right there. XL target non-ooze creature. Good thing it says opponent controls. I'd hate to exile one of my own creatures for that, but you still got an 8/7, okay? You still got an 8/7 to deal with. That was a really nice turn 4. I mean, dragon eventually, maybe? We haven't run into anybody today, like, who has completely folded to the dragon. Well, no, that's not true. There were a couple. It's just easier to remember the times your dragon died. All right, let's get these little ghoulies going. Goblin Javelineer. So, Boros Goblins. I have seen this deck around. What you got? We need to draw some non-land cards. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. Or if we're going to draw a lot of lands, we need to draw Orcus, which has also not happened in, I think, like the last 4 games I've played. We've drawn something like 8 lands and 0 Orcus over 4 games. I mean, I don't think they want to trade these, and I think we want to trade with them. All right, their 1-2-3 is perfect. Let's see if they can leverage it into a victory. Oh, hi! Wait. Hold. We're going to need the board wipe side. Opponent's going to decide to power through this someday. Do they have Showdown of the Scalds? That's usually the only white. That and Rally the Ranks are the white cards you sometimes see in the deck. Okay, Trash Master is another way to make the creatures huge. You. Hi. So if we have 2 treasures and we play Orcus for 3, nothing dies, right? So not good enough. Not good enough. If I have 1 treasure, does that do anything cool? Not really. What do we learn? I'm gonna play Dragon next turn, I think. Alright. Man, we need to sweep this board, though. Pretty badly. Wait a minute. If we have 1 Shambling Ghast... No, it's not good enough, right? So if we had 1 Shambling Ghast and we killed it, we could give -1/-1 to something else, but then we don't have the treasures we need. We're like 1 turn short of what we need. So let's go with Twitchy Block. For 1 mana or 1 turn short. Let's go get Pest Summoning to make sure we get through that turn. Because playing the dragon there, we just attack. They attack back, they kill us. Pest Summoning will get us through that turn. As long as they don't have some way to sweep the board. And then hopefully the turn after that, we play Orcus with the treasure that we create, sweep their board. That's the plan. If they have another Anthem, it gets ugly. We might not be able to. Keep in mind the amount of damage these things can deal. With Pack Tactics, it makes more 1/1s. With the pump ability, it pumps those 1/1s. The 1/1s right now are 3/3s anyway. Here they come. All right, block them up. Hopefully this means they don't have another Anthem. I think they would have played it pre-combat, but they might just play Showdown. Okay, we're pumping. You like to see that. It's kind of interesting, though. It only deals 1 more point of damage, so it means their hand might not be very good. Oh yeah, bring them out, baby. Bring it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is 7 enough? No, it has to be 8. I was trying to think if I can Dragon then Orca, but I can't. It's got to be for 4. Orca. Free Willy! The minus even means the Fireblade Charger isn't going to hurt us. It deals -1. Isn't that cool? So cool. There's the card. Let's see if it rebuilds them as much as they need it to. Dragon. At 14, with a chump blocker, I don't think a Tin Street's going to kill us. I think we can freely double attack. And then we have Valky next turn, or Tybalt, which could be a lot of fun. We're a point short of lethal. Gotta find it. I might get around to playing Showdown Goblins. I think Boros Goblins looks like a pretty fun deck. You get tribal themes, and you get Showdown of the Scalds. Okay. Well, the -1 won't help. I will create a treasure. Owies. Doesn't create the extra damage we're looking for. But maybe Valky can draw it. Like, if we draw one of their 1/1 hasters, that would be a really cool way to end the game. Not enough to play the dragon. Sad. Sad but true. So we only need to make it one more turn. If we make it one more turn, we will win. So let's just attack with one creature, play it a little safe, and send out the 9/9 because of all the mana paid for it with Kalane. That was fun. Twitchy, twitchy. And then 4 drops. Yeah. Don't love it. Not in love with it. Green. Land off the top. No. But, well, we can't complain about a lack of free willy this game. Land off the top. No. Enough. All right, if we block, what do we get? We'll figure that out. Yeah, they level 2 it. Well, this is pretty good for the cube. Like, this lines up really well with the cube. So we block here. Get a little bit of value. Go to the board. We're just gonna go grab Mascot Exhibition. Well, with a cube, is there anything that we should have here? Yeah, let's go get Mascot Exhibition. We're definitely gonna have a lot of land. And they've got another 1/1. That must be nice for them. Okay. Cubey cube. No more 3/3. Are we brawling? Could be brawling. Opponent can put a counter on the Shambler. Well, then they don't get an attack step this turn. And you really want one once you've activated Ranger class level 2. Okay. Okay. Double Ranger class, that must be fun. Well, another thing down. Look at the draw! Look at that draw. Who's the man? Just buying time for Mascot and Orcus to try to get us through this game. And taking out your creatures with cubes. Although, does this now get... It gets to 5 if they power it up and attack? That's insane. Please. Please. Isn't this enough? Haven't you done enough? Haven't you done enough? So we can Shatterskull smash this, but they get a 1/1, so they have something to grow next turn anyway, and they attack with the Haven, which is really nasty. But it's probably the right play. We also get to play a Ghast, so it sort of trades with something. They have a Snakeskin Veil here. It's holding priority. They have a Snakeskin Veil. What does that change? We can attack with the Den of the Bugbear, but then we don't get a Mascot Exhibition on time. We might. This can turn into a treasure. Yeah, Snakeskin Veil on this is brutal. Let's hold. Let's hold. Hopefully they attack with this as a 1/1 or something and we can block it. Okay, they tapped their Haven to level up. Uh-huh. Yeah, they want me to try to block here because they can Veil. We'll just sweep the board instead. Nice. Maybe they don't have a Veil. It sure felt like they had a Veil, though. That Haven's still a house. That Haven comes in for what, 6? So we're gonna need chump blockers. Fortunately, the exhibition might be able to do that for us. Ah, Brawl. Pretty good. That's really freaking good. That's really broken. Down to 6. Yeah, nothing's going to solve Haven but chump blocks. So we're going to have to keep them coming. The good news is if they keep you doing that, they can't level their ranger class, so they might not draw other creatures, so maybe we can tempo them. Wow. So they go for level 3 instead and immediately hit a potentially trampling threat. Alright, that's a big tempo shift. Our ability to kill that creature, put out some blockers to chump with, and attack the opponent and put them on lethal watch. That changes a lot. And they pass the turn. Whew. Free Willy versus Mono Green. It's pretty freaking nice. On the play, we got the we've got it. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Will our dragon just get absolutely massacred this time? No, stop with the black cards. The black cards are a problem. Stop. Stop with things that kill this. Okay, maybe some kind of a mirror. Our opponent seems to be on to the same nonsense we're on. Search the body. It's nice to know that these ghouls are always fully loaded. Dragon Man. How you doing? Can you kill it? Are we soul shattering? My soul is shattered. God. Every time I've had the draw, they've had the answer. Like, easy. Like, just not breaking a sweat. But let's try to line up this Valky, huh? Maybe Valky can take over this game. If they already used a soul shatter, huh? Maybe. Painter? Let's go ahead and get that off the field before they can use the treasure to make something big. No! What? How? No! How did they have it, man? How did they have just it? Right? Suck it. Just, man. So salty. Every time I have that draw, this is how it ends. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fair. Please run out of cards so I can do cool things. Yeah? Yeah? What do you think? What do you think? Block with Haven. I don't think they got the guts. I don't think they got the guts. Okay. You can just play this or hold it. They've shown us Devour Intellect. Let's play it. Let's play it. Sacrifice an artifact? Yeah, it does say that. Oh, found a dragon. That was easy. Come on, something good. We'll see. Not convinced. Not convinced we solved our problems. But at least it killed the dragon. Still a game. If our opponent, though, has Free Willy... Oh, come on. That card's so bad. All right. Free Willy. Come on, baby. Free Willy. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not dead, technically, to the crackback. Not quite dead. Oh, holding back. Gosh, they love playing control. Well, they've had all the answers, so they can get away with that crap. No! All right, now I can't attack. If I do, I could die, unless my opponent takes the trade. Dead to a removal spell anyway. Just you? All right, sucks, but I think this is the play. That way we're alive with the removal spell. Does it win? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they'd have haste. The opponent goes to 1. Or cube, hit the dragon. It has haste. The Orcus itself doesn't have haste, though. They gain haste, so the cube isn't lethal unless I can get 2 more damage. And there's a Shambling Ghast and a Shambling Ghast. There's also a Valky. They've had the answer every time. Do they have it now? Well, we get to see their hand if we take the Valky. So hell yeah. I want to know. Lands. Free Willy! Thank you. You showed up in my darkest frickin' hour, dude. I appreciate that. And we are back for the post-game wraps. And let's check the stats powered by untapped.gg. Links in the description. So please check it out and consider downloading it. See if you like the companion app. And we got an 8-4 record. This is the part that makes me laugh. 73% on the play, 0% on the draw. Really? We were only on the draw like 3 games? That explains why we won a lot. But really? 0%? That's crazy. So pretty good record with being on the play. That's lucky. And if you've got a good opening curve, that's lucky. What I found the deck's biggest weakness to be is just not drawing enough orcas and goldspan dragons. And sometimes when I say that, I mean we did draw a goldspan dragon, they just killed it easily. We don't have ways to protect the dragons, so we need to draw more of them. So maybe I'm just talking about orcas here. Maybe just not drawing enough orcas is how we lost those games. How could we fix that? More ways to pay off with big mana and more card draw. Maybe more Valky is a good way to go. I'm nervous about it being legendary, but if we're going to get to 7 mana, we need something powerful to do with that mana. Valky certainly passes it passes that test. Maybe there's some other quality mid-range cards that help us grind a bit. Maybe there's another planeswalker you want to play. Is Professor Onyx like a good card for this deck because it's a good grindy planeswalker, and then it also makes a card like Confront the Past in the sideboard from the Learn strategy good? Maybe. I don't know if we need all the frostbites. Like, that's definitely a question mark for me. And some of these numbers could be trimmed. Maybe we don't need 4 of this legendary 1/2. Maybe 3 is okay. Maybe 3 Deadly Disputes is okay. But I honestly wanted to draw this card all the time, so probably not. Maybe Eye Twitch or Ghast could be a 3 of. Maybe Frostbite could be 3/2, or just a better card altogether. So those are some things you can do with the deck. Let me know what changes you make. Take it out, see if you like it. And I do think if once you've cast Orcus a few times, it's hard to ignore the power level of this demon. It is a sweet one. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. You're cool.